the mixer, right? And I saw Shantae on the balcony. I was like, no, ever, no.
Little black bug, you know what time it is. That was flat. It is, yeah. By Twix today. Sponsored by Evian. Make sure you refill with the Evian. Aaron has done it again. The guy has put his foot in it again. I don't know how he done it, but he done it again. Alright guys, so obviously Aaron, Stormy, Ashley, Alex are having a nice little intimate dungeon date. I call it dungeon date because it looked like it was a little dungeon, little cute dungeon. And obviously, you know, discussion starts off with Stormy saying, you know, she really likes Alex and Ashley.
I have to just let you know that what I see between you and Ashley is like there's just something that this woman just brings out in you.
I want to say it straight away. I want you to notice straight away. Ashley and Alex, as they've been getting closer, you can tell straight away that they're beginning to sync. Because even when they were laughing together.
Do it how we do it. You know what I'm saying?
You can see that obviously even though they're not together in terms of proximity, in terms of shoulder to shoulder, if you watch where his hand is right next to hers.
What I see between you and Ashley is...
For me, that shows me a level of intimacy and closeness which has been built over the fact that they are like kins, they're like spirits, you know what I'm saying? Because Alex himself actually is a lovable, funny, silly, goofy type of guy, and he's able to be that type of guy when he's around Ashley.
It's like there's just something that...
And by the way, it's got to say as well, guys, please go on the GoFundMe page for Alex. He's going through, I believe he's got influencer B as I read on Ashley's Instagram page. I'll put the GoFundMe link just down below. We pray and we just want to send well wishes to Alex. You know, when people go through these times, it's good to send some support, you know what I mean? You can tell straight away that Ashley and Alex are really getting close, and the way their vibes in, because everything seems to be in sync. Like I said, the way they laugh, the way they even move their heads, the way they look at each other to kind of like get little glances and everything like that. And even though they're not close physically, like I said, shoulder to shoulder, the fact is they're physically touching each other. And I believe that also Alex's love language is physical touch, because I started noticing when he hugged Tiffany on her date, he really hugged her.
Good, how are you?
Look nice.
Thank you.
Hey, what's going on? Group hug.
I'm excited.
Girl, I like that green. You gotta come in here and give me some love. Go, come on here.
You better be good to Tim.
And when he hugged her friends, he really hugged his friends. When he hugged Rita, he really hugged Lita. When he hugged Ashley, he really hugged Ashley. And I believe that his love language is physical touch, and therefore he's comfortable with, like I said, his hand being in Ashley's hand. It's normal. And you've seen the other video as well, them dancing and getting really up close and personal.
Bow.
That's when I realized, oh, this dude ain't working on Tiff and Alex. This dude is trying to grow something over here.
Damn, girl, you look good.
He's comfortable with physical touch. I believe that's his love language. That's the way he communicates, and that's the way he talks. So that's what I've noticed. Maybe it's not, but that's what I've noticed from him. Also, oh man, it's just so mad. The reason why I mentioned about the fact that they're not close proximity-wise is because when Aaron starts to go on his madness, yeah, we'll come to Aaron in a minute. I just want to just touch on Ashley and Alex first of all. When Aaron comes to his madness and starts talking mad, notice, yeah, that they get real close.
It was a disaster. Because I mean, I was giving people opportunities that I would never even look at on the street. I mean, when I came,
and I believe the reason why they got so close is because they were actually communicating without communicating. This is when I say that when two people are on the same wavelength, right? There's no need to talk because they actually understand each other just by the body language. Body language, that's why it's called body language. It's its language of its own. Do you know what I mean? And so you're able to communicate without actually saying any words. So when Aaron starts on his madness, Aaron Alex doesn't back what Aaron's saying. So what he does, just to show that he's with Ashley and that he understands that what Aaron's saying right now is mad, he actually gets closer to Ashley. Ashley too also gets closer to him. And they're both literally almost touching chest to back.
Out in you.
Y'all look good together.
I love it. I love the energy and
They look
everything.
really good. When I came into the mixer, right, and I saw Shantae on the balcony, I was like, no, ever, no.
Them doing that, they're actually communicating that raw. Aaron's moving so mad, and we're not gonna say anything, but we both know he's moving mad. And by me moving closer to you and you moving closer to me, we're both agreeing he's moving mad. And also by him doing that, he's actually siding with Ashley and Stormy by saying, listen, I don't agree with what he's saying. Do you get what I'm saying? So by him getting closer to Ashley was actually a communication saying that I really don't side with what he's saying. I'm gonna hear what he's saying. I'm gonna keep nodding, but I don't believe what he's saying. And
Hell no. Ooh.
when you look at Alex, his eyes actually light up. His eyes become wider and become much bigger. And what he's trying to communicate is that whoa. You know when you something goes, that's whoa. Look, whoa. You're doing a bit much right now. Like, bro, chill. So, but you see, I'm talking to you right now. But if my eyes go, I'm trying to communicate to you that what you're saying is a bit wild right now. It's not the correct setting for this conversation.
No, ever, no.
Wait a minute now, hold on.
And so when he was doing that, he wasn't speaking. He wasn't going to shut down Aaron. He wasn't going to tell him to stop talking. But his eyes were saying, I'm uncomfortable with the conversation we're having at the moment. I'm uncomfortable with your dialogue. You're saying a bit too much. Also, I noticed as well when Ashley, as well, when Aaron started talking, she starts looking down.
Should have never given her a chance. Melinda. Hell no. Ooh.
The reason why someone looks down is because they are embarrassed. Who they're embarrassed by? They're embarrassed by someone else. So the embarrassment is you know when you feel embarrassed for someone else? That's how I feel Ashley was looking down. It was almost like, I feel embarrassed for you. And it's just now becoming a sticky conversation. And I don't really like it because eye contact is part of communication and talking.
The street. I remember when I came into the mixer, right, and I saw Shantae on the balcony, I was like, no.
Your brakes.
Should have never given her a chance. Melinda. Hell no. Ooh.
If I'm looking at you, I'm showing that I'm engaging in the conversation. When I don't look at you, it shows I'm not really listening anymore. And Ashley, to show that she was not in agreement with what he's saying, she looked down. Alex, to show that he wasn't in agreement, his eyes became wider. He didn't open his mouth. He didn't agree with what he said. Because Alex is somebody who would agree, would say, like, he would verbatim just say, like, he would say something. Like, for instance, when Aaron was having an argument with Shantae, you know, he said, oh, you know,
It's not about your choices. They feel like it's what you're doing.
You know, just getting to know everybody. It's tough. It's tough, Shantae. It really, really is.
you're kind of misunderstanding Aaron a little bit. But he said that in public forum. But on this occasion, he didn't say anything, which lets me know that he definitely did not agree with what Aaron was saying. I also noticed on the live episode 6, Aaron, I don't think has many male friends. And in that group anyway. And the reason why I say that is because he made a little joke in episode 6 in the room and saying something like about how he was playing the girls or whatever, and he was laughing, and none of the guys laughed at all.
I was in my Mayweather stance. I was bouncing with it, you know what I mean? Stormy's definitely surrounded by a good group of people.
Okay.
Stormy's number one.
But then you also had a date with Angel and her friend.
Play golf. She has a lot of great qualities. She's real sweet. She's just not what draws me in.
And you're gonna tell her?
I didn't want to tell her right there in front of her friends. You know what I mean?
If they just a friend, it's not fair to even keep them around.
All faces were straight. None of them flinched, which let me know we don't buy into what you're doing. And it's very important because you have to understand men are enablers of bad behavior. And so other men will do bad things because we enable them to do bad things. So for instance, a lot of guys who are players, you'll notice their friends are players. Why? Because when I come to you to tell you my story, I expect you to enable me. Oh, I did a mad thing. Yeah, fam, you did a mad thing. Raw, what? 2 gal? Well, you're with a mad cuz. I'm enabling you. And when I enable you, you feel better about doing what you're doing. Do you know what I'm saying? But you notice with the guys, they don't approve of what Aaron is doing. They don't. On a realist note, the guys don't approve what he's doing. And I think Aaron, he's still got that young mentality. I think he's still playing around. I think, you know, he expected to have that kind of compadre in terms of messing around. But the guys are just not on that kind of thing. Do you get what I'm saying? In a sense, he's still almost like a little boy. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he's still like a little boy in a sense. But we'll continue that. So, like I said, Ashley and Alex, beautiful. You can see that the chemistry is starting to work, starting to flow, and just the way that they're behaving. I mean, when she even said about Chocolate City, notice that Chocolate City is actually one of his brands. I want to let you know as well, when you begin to flow with somebody, you begin to pick up their traits, you begin to pick up the behaviors, you begin to pick up their language, you begin to pick up their essence. You begin to pick up how the spirit is of them.
Hey.
Chocolaticity.
Look, you both of y'all is crazy. Both of y'all.
Do it how we do it.
It might have been Stormy was talking, and he said after, oh, you know, I really feel the spirit of this. Like he's involved in this right now. Do you know what I'm saying? Just to speak to him. And when Ashley then said, obviously, you know, hey, Chocolate City is actually one of his brands. And I deep I was like, whoa, okay, so she's now mentioning his brand to him, which means she's also involved. She's invested in this now, because now she's talking about something that is probably dear to him, Chocolate City. And then when she did a little dance, I noticed Alex also did a little body wave. Way. And I never noticed that with Tiffany. He never did that with Tiffany. He's very stiff-bored with Tiffany, which lets me know that he's not able to be free around Tiffany. She restrains him and constrains him. It's not say it's her fault, but I'll say that it's not her nature. And like I said, fun personality versus fun activity. The two are completely different. And what's interesting is the fact that Stormy's also picked that up as well. Because the very first words are talking about,
I have to just let you know that what I see between you and Ashley is like there's just something that this woman just brings out in you.
how great they are. And anybody who looks outside can see that they're beginning to form this real close bondness. They've begun to merge and begin to be free and begin to be close. Become, as the Bible says, look, two shall become what? One. And when you become one, you become a unit. You become inseparable. And I see you, I see them. When I see her, I see you. Do you know what I mean? And that's what I see them two starting to form into, that shape. So it's interesting to see that kind of development of those two. Let's come on to the main thing that we are talking about. We're talking about Aaron. This is what you came here for, innit? Aaron, the Aaron thing, innit? Wow. I want to notice... Oh, before I go into the Aaron thing, one thing I remember. I watched Alex's behavior in terms of body language. And he's doing something very, very interesting. He's actually just kind of chilled.
Something that this woman just brings out in you.
Y'all look good together.
I love it. I love the energy and
Y'all look
everything.
good together.
Hey.
Disaster.
You ain't supposed to keep the lady waiting like that.
He's not forward. He's just chilled here. He's sitting there, arms down, relaxed. He's in a place of comfort with Ashley. Honestly, he's in a place of comfort with Ashley. That's why he's able to sit there calmly, have his arm being stroked or whatever, touched by Ashley underneath the table, because everything is flowing easily. It's not a forced thing. He's not forcing the behavior. It comes naturally. And then coming on to that from body language, talking about Aaron's body language. In the beginning, Aaron's also laid back, chilled. He's enjoying the conversation.
I have to just let you know that what I see between you and Ashley is like there's just something that this woman just brings out in you.
Y'all look good together.
I love it. I love the energy and
Y'all look
everything.
really good.
Hey.
It's a relaxed atmosphere. But I want you to understand how he changed and shifted the energy. I always say, listen, some people, when they come into your life, they shift the atmosphere of your life. When they do that and it's negative, kill them. Nuke them. What I mean by that, kill them. Please don't go kill them. I don't want to be an accessory to murder. What I'm saying is, remove them from your life. You don't need them. Aaron is that dark grey cloud where you never know what you're going to get out of him. And I think as soon as you start talking, watch Stormy's face. She already knows that maybe potentially he can say something mad.
Since day one, it's not about who you connect with first, it's about who you connect with the best.
Right.
I came into this real innocent. Like, it was a disaster. Disaster.
And for me, somebody who's not consistent in terms of what you're going to get out of them is a dangerous person. Somebody who you're not sure what will come out their mouth today is a dangerous person, because you can never bring that person around important people in your life or trusted people in your life, because you're never sure what they're going to say. Do you know what I'm saying? So for me, Aaron's not a person I would want to bring around my team. Do you get what I'm saying? Because I'll be like, I'm not sure what you're going to say today. I'm not sure what madness is going to come out your mouth today. You're not consistent. Do you get what I'm saying? If you're consistently mad, we can say, well, he's consistently mad. I know I need to bring you around mad circles, but you're inconsistently here and there, chopper. I noticed that Aaron was sitting back, chill back, when Stormy was saying her thing. It was nice, it was calm, then two were flowing, and then he then decides to sit up.
Since day one, it's not about who you connect with first, it's about who you connect with the best.
That sit up, it's a bit like when you when you're auditioning for a play, and the person who's obviously judging you goes, "Who's next? We're looking for who's next. Yep, come up, step up to the plate." And that step up to the plate means basically come, show us, wow us. And what Aaron does, he actually takes that onto himself. He says, I'm going to come and show you and wow you. And I don't think necessarily it's more of an arrogant thing, but rather a thing of he's not very self-aware. And so he's sometimes maybe oblivious to his own behaviors. But I take that back because of what he does. So when he's sitting back, he moves forward, and then his arm comes onto his leg.
Right. I came into this real innocent. Like, it was a disaster.
Right? So now he's comfortable. And what he's trying to say is basically, I'm now going to give you what I really think. So when he sat forward, he's going to be honest. When his arm keeping his leg, I'm going to let you know how I really think. I'm comfortable enough to let you know what I really think. I'm about to lay it down. You understand? And so when he comes forward and then begins to speak, through this journey, I was real innocent. And one thing I've noticed, he reminds me of someone I know, and I just remember that it's not even like his arrogance. It's like they just talk too much. Yeah, they talk. That's it. They got diarrhea of the mouth. That everything that comes into their brain, they talk about it, and it's a problem because in social circles that's not allowed. In social circles, that's not acceptable. Nobody's saying, in your mind, you're not thinking these things because we're all thinking mad things. Do you get me? But when you say it, it's a problem. How long we got? When you say it, it's a problem because it shouldn't have come out your mouth in the first place. Do you get what I'm saying? It's something for the mind, not for the body of people around you. And so when he begins to speak, Stormy has a little look. She's like, oh, shit.
No, ever, no.
He's going to say something mad. And then he says, obviously, I gave people a chance I should have never given. Shantae. And for me, Shantae, and then Melinda. And then even Stormy's like, fuck. She's like, damn. Like, why are you saying these kind of things? And when they say that, the reaction of Ashley and Alex, like I said, is in unison. They both are feeling awkward. Alex has backed him before. I just know that he couldn't back him on this occasion. Do you get what I'm saying? He just tolerated him right now. But what's interesting is the fact that Aaron literally focuses on Alex the whole time. Watch it. He never shifts his attention to Stormy or never to Ashley.
Since day one, it's not about who you connect with first, it's about who you connect with the best. Right. I came into this real innocent. Like, it was a disaster. Because, I was giving people opportunities that I would never even look at on the street. I remember when I came into the Mitsu, right, and I saw Shantae on the balcony, I was like, no, ever, no.
Wait a minute now, hold up, slow down. Pump your brakes.
Should have never given her a chance. Melinda.
Hell no.
Ooh. I did that, it backfired. Just opening the door to people that had no business opening the door to.
This was a boy-to-boy conversation he was having with Alex. I'm staring to the camera to let you know how he was looking. He was staring so deeply at Alex and intentionally, because this is conscious, ignoring the two women. Because I told you already, this is a conversation for boys. As boys, we have this type of conversation and we're free and we say these things. What he was doing is I call it a warning shot. Because he's not feeling Stormy like that either. It's sad to say. I'm not saying that he doesn't think she's attractive. I'm not saying that he doesn't think that she's good. And I'm not saying that he doesn't even realize she's a good woman for him. But what I'm saying is, at the particular time and point he's at now, he's not interested in her like that. Because when he said it, he was looking directly at Alex. He didn't shift his attention to him. Also, part of that reason why I didn't shift to Stormy as well, I believe it's also part of, I don't want to say cowardness, but I want to say it's also a case of not looking. The Bible says in Jeremiah, look not upon their faces and fear not. Like, it's like when you look upon people's faces, you begin to fear. So he made sure he's not looking to the side. He doesn't want interference from the two girls. I'm talking to you, Alex, man to man, I'm letting you know. Listen, I gave girls a chance that were dickheads. But notice he never says anything about Stormy. Notice he never said, but obviously, I found a girl like Stormy and blah, 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 blah. He didn't bring her up at all. The atmosphere wasn't set for that. The atmosphere was set for a nice, chill night where we're just talking about lovely things. But watch his energy. It shifts the whole dimension of a conversation just because he decided he wanted to take the floor. And just because he got diarrhea of the mouth, and just because he decided that it was that time he wanted to say some certain truths which were not necessary. And for me, I believe that's a warning shot to Stormy, to let her know I will do the same to you. And now I've said it out loud, you already know, Stormy. I'm not gonna look at you. You know, I'm letting you know that this is what's gonna happen to you too. But I ain't gonna say it. But I've said it, so now you know. So when the end comes, you can go, well, listen, you already knew how I was acting. You already knew how I was behaving. You got nothing to say because that's how I was. And so if Stormy takes him on and goes forward that relationship, she got no one else to blame but him because he said it. He said what he's like. Yeah, so when Stormy obviously does a little piece where she says, obviously, why do you continue to bash these women?
Why do you continue to bash these ladies?
No.
Why do you continue to talk about these ladies?
And It's interesting. She said, why do you continue to bash these women? Which means this has been said before. You've heard him say something like this before. Do you need any more red flags, Stormy? Duck and dive, baby. But I believe she won't duck and dive. So for me, I want to say that obviously, I believe that obviously Aaron knows exactly what he's doing. He's a very smart guy. He's very intelligent. And he does things purposefully. Is everything. So this is a conversation that Aaron and Alex should have after dinner. Alex should settle Aaron down and say, bro, listen, that was the wrong time. Remember, I keep saying this, time and season. Wrong time to address that situation. Why did you have to bring up Shantae and Melinda? Do you know what I'm saying? You didn't have to bring them up. That was the wrong timing. Especially when the girl that you like is right next to you. You know what I'm saying? And you're chatting that doo-doo as if this is not a game. Remember, this is a game. It's a game show which Stormy is also involved in the game. It's not like you met a girl and then you're saying that girl was like this, blah, blah, blah. You are in a game still with the women who have known each other. And you're saying them bars. And in fact, you put people in an awkward position when you say those things because it's not said in private. Do you know what I'm saying? It's said in public, which means now there's got to be a dressel. If Melinda and Shantae were still in the competition and Stormy was cool with them, she would have to address that with the girls because she can't allow that level of disrespect for the girls that she's cool with. Do you know what I'm saying? So Aaron's a very clever guy. He's a very dangerous guy. Do you know what I'm saying? It's been beautiful. If you agree, just like, share, subscribe. Let us know if you want us to review anything else down below. Make sure you comment. Hey, I appreciate you, Angel, Mike, and Meanie. Thank you for commenting on the last video review. We appreciate you. More is coming. Love for the show. Ready to love. You gotta love. You gotta love. Yeah, baby. Love.